Joan Mir's championship win last year was rather unique by MotoGP standards. He won just a single race, and very rarely was he the fastest rider on the circuit. Yet, he managed to consistently get on the podium, and that combined with the lack of a sustained challenge from any other rider that lasted the entire season, won him his maiden world championship. However, this year that approach hasn't worked, and Suzuki no longer seems like it can get on the podium at every race. Mir has now reflected on his title defense and what he needs from his team. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World is Joan Mir admitting defeat in the championship. Mir began by admitting that with the current machinery, race wins and even podiums are difficult. We have to continue improving, because this is not the way to win races. Like this, I will be able to get on the podium if I'm good on the race, if I'm able to manage the tyre well and make super good laps like always. He then explained why Suzuki has lost out after being strong last year. The truth is that we have to continue improving and pushing because the competitiveness this year is really high. A lot of manufacturers improved and we didn't improve. Our bike is really good, we have a good base, but I have the same bike as last year. He delved into more detail about Suzuki's apparent lack of performance. What it means is last year in qualifying I was 8th. This year I'm 2/10 faster and I am 10th, so we are not improving. We need to push a bit more to have more material and to test more things to improve. He reiterated the lack of improvement. Because clearly this year a lot of people improved and we have a good package, but we didn't improve. Mir signed off by detailing what they need to do if both the riders and team's championship is to be defended. I want to defend the title, and I think Suzuki also does. But I think that we can push a bit more, honestly, to bring more things because the team works really well. But it's not enough. The others are working harder maybe. We need to work all of us harder if we want to defend the crown. Fast feed. Yamaha's Maverick Vinales has pointed out that his comments regarding not wanting to make a mistake again were misquoted. There were reports recently that Vinales was unhappy with his current 2-year deal with Yamaha, as he had apparently stated that he wants to really take the path that best suits him. It was further reported that in the end, these years he has had to adapt a lot, especially his riding style. Vinales has now clarified that these quotes were taken from 2012 when he thought he had made a mistake when he made the jump to MotoGP. At that time, he thought he should have waited a little longer in Moto2. As such, it is very difficult to do interviews. People always take it in the worst way. They always try to put him in a conflict with his people and his team, Vinales added. Petronas Yamaha's Franco Morbidelli still doesn't know what bike he'll be riding next year, but he will be riding for Petronas. Honda's Marc Marquez has had a chance to talk with retired rider Mick Doohan, and it was interesting, important for him. Marquez added that it helped him, and he appreciated a lot all the advice from Mick Doohan because he's one of his heroes, and he passed a similar situation with a serious injury. Ducati's Jack Miller has suggested that Moto2 rider Remy Gardner has had to do the hard yards, going to Moto3 and then having to go back to Spanish Championship in Moto2. Then working his way up to eventually to be able to get his chance next year in MotoGP is a massive breakthrough for him, added Miller. He also suggested that it's fantastic news for Australia to have another guy they can watch. Petronas Yamaha's Valentino Rossi is very happy of the behaviour of the team, of the atmosphere in the pits, because he has their genuine support. He also added that all the guys understand that this challenge is difficult, and everybody is very, very sad when his performance is bad. If Honda fails to score a podium in 2021, it will become a concession manufacturer in 2022 for the first time. This will entitle them to carry out private tests, which is something their rivals won't have access to. And Joan Mir has stated that being the only Suzuki on the track hurts him because they don't have a second bike to compare with following Alex Rin's injury that will sideline him for a few races. Can Marc Marquez regain his old form? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.